So Hayley, obviously you've been a regular on Beth's Book Club a few times, but we've never actually spoken much about your own books. The Nearest Faraway Place is your latest one. I'm loving it so far, but tell me a bit about the story.
It's pretty tragic, actually. It's got the most terrifyingly awful and sad opening of any book I've ever read. So it starts with a shock and then picks up the pieces from there. And it's actually about, I mean, to boil the story down, it's about grief. It's about how to deal with something absolutely terrible and how to keep moving forwards and how to manage that, I think.
So you've written about non-fiction about being a girl. Do you think this is very much a story about being a boy, and particularly a boy going through the most tragic?
No, I wouldn't say that, simply because I cannot know. It's a work of imagination. It's a story. It's entirely made up in my own head. But at the same time, I think we're all human beings, aren't we? I don't think it's such a leap to imagine what a 15-year-old boy might be feeling in these circumstances. And it's, you know, grief in some degree is a universal experience.
What I'm loving about it is how it is, obviously it's a very, very tragic circumstance, but there are glimmers of humour, and it's the relationship between two boys, you know, there's a lot of banter there, and it's really enjoyable to read. So although it is quite sad and quite tragic, it's also not so sad that you don't want to continue. Absolutely,
and I think the thing is about people, and especially young people, is that they're incredibly resilient. Of course we are, or we wouldn't still be here, you know. I think people bounce back from all sorts.
On a more sort of technical side, I've not read teens fiction for quite a while, so what I found quite fun with it is with the dialogue is obviously it changes sort of size and depending on how they are saying the words, and I thought that was so lovely to read.
Oh,
because you start to read it in more creatively in your head. Like,
can I just stop you there, Zoe? That's not teen fiction, that's me.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not aware of anyone else doing that, but and I think it possibly it might annoy some people, but I'm very visual, and when I buy a book, whether it's a teen book or a book for adults, if I flick through and see interesting things, then I love that.
So the book's out on the 13th of July?
Yes.
And it is available, and I'm sure all good bookstores.
Yes.
Do you think this might make a hat trick for a Costa Book Award nomination?
Oh, the Costa roller coaster of emotion and excitement and disappointment. I don't know if I can go there again. I think a third nomination would be it would be great, wouldn't it? And I think that would also make me a really high achieving underachiever. So yeah.
I think I'd just leave it a high achiever for sure. Like it's great enough to be nominated.
Thank you.